Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I got a few stories to share with you in this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam. I'll tell you at the outset, don't want to bury the lead here. At least in my estimation, it's the lead. Ripple has confirmed that the purpose of RLUSD, at least a primary purpose, is to replace XRP via on-demand liquidity. Now, I understand that might on the surface sound bad and scary, but it's actually not so bad as you might think, and there's good reasons for this, but I want to address this along with some additional commentary, because this is coming from the top of Ripple, one of the higher-ups anyway, Monica Long. She's the president of Ripple. So here's the headline: Ripple president opens up about SEC lawsuit, RLUSD launch, XRP ledger plans. There's also this headline: Grayscale unveils top 20 crypto list with high potential, leaving out XRP. Wait a minute, Grayscale just snubbed XRP after bringing back the XRP trust? What gives, Grayscale? But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so let's go ahead and jump straight into this piece. Again, titled, Ripple President Opens Up About SEC Lawsuit, RLUSD Launch, XRP Ledger Plans. Ripple President Monica Long talks about winning the US SEC v. Ripple Labs lawsuit. Ripple USD, which is the ticker symbol is RLUSD, the stablecoin launch, a strategy for XRP Ledger, and more in an interview. She opens up about the company's development and plans as the long-running lawsuit comes to an end, with XRP gaining clarity from the court that it's not a security. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit against Ripple Labs has ended, and the court ruled that XRP is not a security. Monica Long said the victory is significant for the entire crypto industry, setting a precedent and bringing more clarity on rules. CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Long had earlier affirmed that the setback, stringent regulatory outlook, and intense scrutiny led the firm to look offshore for growth. And by the way, and so that's the reason you may recall that in maybe it was like August or September of 2020, months before the SEC sued, if you were around, you may recall that Ripple executives were bitching up a storm about the SEC. And they're like, hey, we're looking at moving out of the country. There's not regulatory clarity. They're just squashing innovation here over in the United States. And then months later, they get sued and like, oh, that's why they were saying all of that stuff. But of course, they're right. And there is growth. There is all sorts of growth offshore. But, as time passes and all the bad actors and the nonsense bureaucrats at the SEC and elsewhere in the government, as they get replaced with people who are pro-crypto, which is an inevitability, that innovation is going to be coming back to the United States in force. But anyway, piece continues. He says, they write, the company now records major growth outside the United States with 40% activity in Asia. Currently, the US SEC is likely deliberating to file an appeal in the case, as per the former SEC lawyers Mark Fagel and James Farrell. By the way, and I talked about that, and they could be correct. I don't have a prediction on whether or not there's going to be an appeal, because I know it's not in the SEC's interest, but they do stuff not in their interest all the time. So I'm not even going to bother with a prediction. Like, you don't know. There's no way to know for sure. But I firmly believe that even if there is an appeal, it does not matter for XRP. Yeah, I understand the market could get spooked, price could go down a little bit. It just doesn't matter, though. XRP, as I've explained in countless videos, going into great detail, XRP has legal clarity. It does not matter for the long-term viability of XRP, and it does not impact secondary market transactions. It would only impact, if there's a successful appeal, Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP, which means Ripple selling XRP to an exchange. But you and I transacting on Coinbase or whatever the hell exchange we want to use blindly, that's not what would be appealed. That's not even before the court. The SEC can't appeal that. It's not before the court. Anyway, piece continues here. Ripple president said the RLUSD stablecoin will launch this year and only awaits green light from the U.S. regulator. Of course it does. And I kind of figure this. They're going to be lollygagging about. It's not going to... I'm going to go through the article, but I'll just tell you, it's not surprising this coin not launching in the United States first. And it's a coin that's backed by the dollar, the United States dollar. It's completely absurd that this is the case, but it is what it is. Oh, Jesus. How is this real life, man? Anyway, She cleared that one of the main use cases for RLUSD is settlements, reported CoinDesk. Developers using XRP Ledger should be able to use Ripple USD for transactions. Long cleared that the stablecoins will not impact XRP's market share in payments. The payment service already uses both XRP and stablecoins for liquidity, which happens at the back end. And she said, quote, "We believe stablecoins and XRP have different use cases for payments and other transactions. For example, decentralized exchanges on XRPL will be able to use Ripple USD very efficiently, while XRP will continue to be used for transactions with long tail, smaller market cap crypto assets." Yeah, okay, I buy that, and that's certainly true. But, we found out some time ago that Ripple has been using stablecoins in corridors that on-demand liquidity corridors that touch the United States, and that's persisting now because of the Judge Torres ruling on the institutional side, which was a surprise to all sorts of people, including me. I think most of us in the XRP community were kind of surprised by that. So we got the most important thing that we wanted as far as legal clarity for XRP. Secondary market transactions, those are safe. But on an institutional side, not the most ideal for Ripple. And so any corridor touch the United States, they've been using Tether and USDC. So now they're launching their own coin, and not surprisingly, it's going to replace that. That's what they're going to replace, the stable. It makes all the sense. Why wouldn't they, right? Because it's just one more thing that will help to ensure the long-term viability of their stablecoin that they are launching on the XRP ledger. And it's also great for XRP, though, because, first of all, XRP is going to continue to be used for on-demand liquidity everywhere under the sun, everywhere they can possibly use it. That's the starting point. And we knew years ago, Brad Garlinghouse said, hey, look, we've only used XRP for on-demand liquidity, but if there's ever an instance where there's not sufficient liquidity for XRP, or if there's regulatory concerns, yeah, we'd be open to using other coins. He said that years ago. So this isn't a surprise. They're following through with what they said publicly they'd be doing here. And in this case, at least it's a coin that they're launching that requires the usage of XRP. If you're talking about the issuance of it on the XRP ledger, it's also being issued on ETH and will ultimately be on other blockchains as well. But for the XRP ledger, XRP is literally required for it to exist and for the transactions. So it's definitely a net plus regardless. So this is all good stuff. It's not particularly surprising. And Crypto Eddie, she kind of summed up some of this stuff here. So she shared this a couple days ago. CoinDesk Japan just published their interview with Ripple President Monica Long today, and she shared 3 of the things that she thought were most important. Number 1, Ripple USD stablecoin will first appear in countries or regions outside the United States where it already has a license. Following our initial issuance, we will be evaluating how to properly enter a new market like Japan. So isn't that funny? It's the Ripple United States dollar coin. That's what it is, United States dollar. And it's not even going to be available in the United States. Freaking government. Look, I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. And we'll get there. It'll ultimately be, because I'm an optimist. I think that's the most probable outcome. But isn't that silly as hell? Like, this is completely absurd here. So anyway, at least it's getting launched. It'll start getting used. The adoption will begin. I do want to see that. That's good for XRP. But it's just ridiculous that we have to go in this particular order in terms of initial issuance. Anyway, number 2, she says, our payment service, this is the quote, our payment service already uses both XRP and stablecoins USDT and USDC for liquidity. This happens behind the scenes, so customers don't need to know that we are handling these liquidity mechanisms, nor do they need to choose. Going forward, we will be leveraging Ripple USD for that stablecoin. Yeah, no surprise there. And I was speculating, I had a high level of confidence that indeed would be the case. Now we got, for the first time that I'm aware of anyway, a confirmation, yes, that is the purpose for Ripple anyway, one of them, in issuing this coin. Then number 3, we are also looking at ways to bring programmability to XRP Ledger in a native way. For example, we think, and the community thinks so too, that there is a lot of potential in Zhao network hooks to bring smart contracts to XRP Ledger. Yeah, and so we've talked about that a fair bit recently. I don't want to delve into that any further, but yeah, that's it's good to hear that they now feel that way. And as long as we can do that without sacrificing what makes the XRP ledger great and XRP itself, which would be, basically real-time transactions that are so cheap that they might as well be free. As long as that's not sacrificed, I say add all the bells and whistles on layer 1 that you want. As long as that's not sacrificed, I don't give a damn. More functionality would be better. And this, I don't want to spend much time on this. I just wanted to mention it really. Grayscale unveils top 20 crypto list with high potential, leaving out XRP. Grayscale's top 20 list for assets with growth potential for the last quarter excludes XRP while highlighting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Okay. Look, they're entitled to put out whatever the hell they want. It's just kind of interesting that the XRP gets snubbed right after Grayscale relaunches their XRP trust. So they're pro XRP, happy to see that. And I'm just kind of wondering here if they're looking at XRP over the last X number of years and thinking this thing hasn't been moving, but I guess our customers want to. I'm just speculating. I have no idea what they're thinking. Are they thinking it's just not going to go and these other coins have more opportunity? Because I respectfully disagree with that, if that's their assertion. XRP, by the end of this market cycle, if we're really going to have an alt season, XRP will dwarf whatever percentage gains Bitcoin and Ethereum have. Absolutely dwarf it. And I won't be surprised if that's the case for Solana too. XRP has been consolidating for almost 7 years at this point, and when it blows, it's gonna blow. You guys can tell me what you think. I don't have any further in-depth analysis, but I thought I'd at least mention this because it caught my attention. It's kind of silly in a way, but maybe they've got reasons that I've not considered. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.